Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. I want to talk quickly about inner conversations, which was a topic that Nevillegoddard talked about in his works. Basically, it's a technique where we are having inner conversations within ourselves throughout the day. This is a great way for seeping into our subconscious mind a lot quicker because we have 70 thoughts throughout the day, but a lot of our thoughts come from inner conversations that we're having with ourselves or inner conversations that we are imagining in ourselves with other people. So to the way to create an inner conversation for what it is that you want to experience is to look at your affirmations and create a one or two sentence with those affirmations in it that imply that you are, put them in a way that are implying that you are talking to a friend. So if you are manifesting for a particular amount of money, you want to be making a conversation within your mind that implies that you already have what it is that you want. You could have a couple of sentences that imply that you have a particular amount of money. So say for example that you are manifesting 5 grand a month, and in your mind you would create a kind of a conversation in one sentence where you imagine that you are talking to a friend or as someone who is close to you, and you would loop in your mind, yeah, I can't get over how fast it was for me to become so rich. I now earn 5 grand a month, something like that, in that kind of way, and just keep it short and simple and loop it over in your mind for about 10 minutes. And the more you do this, the more you are you're seeping it into your subconscious mind, because remember, the subconscious mind does not have eyes. It's only going on what you tell it, because it takes everything literal, and so it doesn't know real from fake. So if you are talking in a way that is in a conversation, you're basically telling your subconscious mind that this is real a lot quicker than you are in robotically affirming for I make 5 grand a month, I make 5 grand a month, I make 5 grand a month. Do you see where that's going? It sounds more believable when you say that you are talking to a friend and say, yes, I am so blessed, I can't get over how fast it was to make 5 grand a month, or something like that, that is invoking an emotion within. It's telling your subconscious mind that you're having this conversation, which the subconscious mind is picking up on quicker, because a lot of the time subconscious mind does not really pick up on forced affirmations. But however, we are changing neurons in our brain, and so I don't technically believe in that kind of assumption, because as we are changing neurons in our brain, we have to do it through repetition, and so repetition can be seen as forceful sometimes. And so really, when I don't really technically believe in that assumption that the subconscious mind doesn't pick up on forced kind of affirmations and that. But however, it is a topic that is out there, and it's an assumption that's out there, and maybe it's proven, it probably is, but however, it is all about what you believe, and I don't technically fully believe in that assumption, as we are having to reprogram our mind through repetition, and repetition can be seen as forceful, because we have to continue to do it over and over and over and over again to get to the place where we want to be. However, if we want to make manifestation, manifestation always is perfect anyway, so everything comes to us in perfect way. However, making inner conversations is a bit more, it's more fun, it's more believable, and it is quicker to pick up on the belief as well, to rather than robotically affirming for what it is that you want. However, I do want to point out that whatever way you manifest, always pick what's good for you. So if robotically affirming for what it is better for you than doing inner conversations, then always do that, because we always want to be doing what we want to do, what suits us and resonates with us better. Now, I want to talk about time delay, and I also want to talk about, time delays and manifestations and instant manifestations. I want to explain that the reason why there can be seen, a time delay, we might as well say, when we are manifesting for things, and when then we can manifest things in instant, is because sometimes the things that we are finding a time delay in is because we have created so many thoughts around it beforehand, and all of those thoughts are kind of being played out in the circumstance that we are experiencing right now. So we could look at time as an illusion, because basically everything that we are experiencing is coming from a thought that, thoughts that we have previously had, that we are coming into the moment of projecting them out now into our reality, or receiving them in our reality. So time is an illusion. We're basically like floating through the time, space, and the quantum field, and basically you could just look at everything going like this, in this kind of motion. And all of our experiences that we're having right now are, well, the way I like to look at it is that obviously it's thoughts that we have previously thought beforehand, and these thoughts can be accumulated from cultivating all this kind of narrative around a certain topic. And then before we get into kind of understanding that, we need to be more aware of our thoughts and structuring our thoughts throughout the day, becoming more aware of redirecting our thoughts back into what it is that we want to experience, because inevitably, when we are experiencing a time delay in something, say it's something like manifesting a person or manifesting a relationship, there has been a lot of previous thoughts that you may have had beforehand, where maybe there was a negative narrative, maybe there was a negative story, and now that you've come into the realization that you can change that, you are becoming more consciously aware of your thoughts, and so you're redirecting your thoughts onto the new experience. However, sometimes when we're not seeing what we want instantly in this kind of topic area, we do tend to notice the 3D more, which is kind of holding us back into the 3D, because we're noticing that we're not seeing what it is that we want. In these moments, I would like you to use an affirmation saying that everything I want is coming to me now. There's always movement. Always redirect your thoughts back into, it doesn't matter, this is just all old thoughts playing out, and I'm getting what I want. It's coming to me now, because remember, it is coming to you. It's coming to you like this. Remember, we're in that kind of field that everything is coming like that. So these are the old thoughts. The old thoughts are playing out into your reality right now, or whatever. Then you're starting to do your new thoughts. So as you start to do your new thoughts over a period of time, you are changing your neurons in your brain. As the neurons in your brain are changing, the thoughts are coming into that solid kind of form, which you will then inevitably see in your 3D reality. So always disregard anything that is going on in your reality as just an illusion, really, because even when you do get your manifestations, I mean, it's still all just an illusion, because it's all meanings and thoughts and assumptions, that you have in relation to what it is that you're manifesting. Everything in our life is coming from the meanings and thoughts, and what it is that we're manifesting. Like even the way that I am speaking right now, everything that I am speaking right now is coming from previous learnings. It's coming from previous understandings. It's all coming from previous thoughts. I'm not in the obviously, yes, I am in the present moment, but everything that I am speaking out right now is coming from previous thoughts and assumptions and things that I have learned. So it's coming into my reality right now as I am speaking it, but I didn't I'm not just thinking it right now. It's accumulated over time, and that's why it's coming into my reality now. I hope this makes sense. So the reason why then we have other things that are instant, say for example manifesting a cup of coffee, is because we don't ever really have that much negative narratives around manifesting a cup of coffee. We also don't have the we don't have negative narratives and assumptions around the lack of coffee, because coffee is everywhere we go. There's coffee shops everywhere. You can go into a supermarket and you can buy coffee. Like anywhere you go, there's coffee. There's an abundance of it everywhere, and it's always right there in front of us. And so we never really have too much resistance into maybe manifesting coffee instant, because of the thoughts that we have been previously thinking have always been on the assumption that coffee is everywhere. I hope this makes sense. And so this is why then, because our previous thoughts have always been on this kind of assumption that coffee is everywhere, this is why you may manifest a coffee more quickly than you would manifest a relationship or manifest a person into your life. But remember, there is no difference, and really we all should, like, all we need to remember is that everything is just coming from a thought. It's coming from a thought, coming from a persistent thought, coming from a dominant way of thinking. So if you look into your circumstances, you can look back and you can say to yourself, well, you know what, I always had this thought that kept coming up and that kept coming up, and I didn't do anything about it. I didn't redirect it. I didn't because I wasn't conscious of it or whatever. But now that you're becoming more conscious conscious of it. You can stop the thought. You can say, no, I reject this thought, and this is the way that it is, and this is what's going to happen. So remember this when you are manifesting inner conversations. If you are choosing to do an inner conversation, always just stick to 1 or 2 sentences. If you want to look more into this, I would strongly suggest looking into Sammy Ingram. For me personally, she is the best out there on YouTube who talks about manifesting in this kind of way. She for me anyway, she's phenomenal. She is the best for me anyway when I look to things of manifestation. Her and also Dylan James as well. He would be also very good for he's very good for the mindset and the self-concept. Obviously manifestation too, but if I was looking for manifestation, I would be looking for techniques in that. I'd be looking to Sammy Ingram. So she would be the one that I would recommend going on to look at. So that's inner conversations. And then also remember about the time lags and that. Time is an illusion. Forget about time. It's all just old thoughts and old stories and everything playing out, and it's just you can look at it as the dissolving away the more you continue to think a thought on what it is that you want to experience, and you will experience everything that you want, because it's law. You're experiencing everything that is in your life right now from consistently thinking a certain way of being, and so when you redirect your thoughts to consistently think another way, you are inevitably going to experience that as well too. So I hope this video helps. Like and subscribe if you wish, and I will chat to you soon.